Hey, thanks for tuning in to My True Balance Yoga. Today we'll be doing a quick sequence that is made specifically for runners. It will help to stretch out the lower back, the hips, the hamstrings, and will also help you to recover from the run you just came back from. If you're practicing at home, feel free to use blocks and a blanket as props. They can help support the knee if that knee is sensitive, and the blocks will help you elevate that spine, keeping it strong. Now, if you memorize this sequence and you're doing it after a run at the gym or outside, bring along a towel, as a towel could be a prop that you can put underneath that knee if it's sensitive. Great, let's get started. Head right into downward facing dog. And slowly begin to pedal the feet here. Working out those hamstrings, hips, erector spine, lower lumbar as well. These muscles you were just working on in your run. Good. We'll lift that right leg up into the air, and then we'll step forward with that right foot to a runner's stretch. This is where you may need those blocks. Hands would go on the blocks. Lift the heart. We'll do a little pulsating here of that left leg to help stretch out the hamstring and the quad. So we'll inhale. Bend that left knee towards the earth. Exhale, press through that heel. Again, bend the knee. Exhale, press through the heel. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, press through the heel. 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, press through the heel. Last one. Press through the heel. Good, really lengthen down. Lift that heart up. Zip up your core. Stay strong. And then come on down onto that left knee. So if needed, place that blanket or towel underneath the knee. Reach up to your spine. Hands come onto that right thigh. Shoulder blades down the back. Right here, you're just stretching out that psoas muscle. It goes from the deep abdominal region all the way through that hip flexor down into the quadricep of that left side. Make an assessment here. How does the right hamstring feel in this kneeling position? And also, how does the left groin and left hip feel? Practice awareness so you can get to know your body better. From here now, we'll go into a half pigeon pose. So both arms are going to go on the inside of the right leg. If you need to scoot the right foot a little further forward, great. If you need to keep it where it's at, that's fine too. The further forward it goes, the more you're going to stretch out that piriformis muscle. It gets really deep into those glute muscles, which will open up that hip flexor and help the lower back out. If you want to try and stretch out that inner groin and left hip flexor more, lengthen that left leg further back. You may also need your blocks here on the inside of that right leg. We'll inhale, heart lifts, and then exhale, roll to the outside of that right foot. Keep your core zipping up and make sure your lower back is straight so it's not doing a little bit of a dip there. Keep tall and breathe. Stay focused on that breath, relaxing into this pigeon stretch, or half pigeon. We'll get the pigeon here in just a second. Last breath here. And we'll roll back up onto the sole of that right foot. Right arm back on the outside of the right leg. We'll move that block if you had it on the inside of the right leg. We'll tuck under left toes, back to a runner stretch, and then step back to down dog. Pedal the feet here. And now we're going to go right into our pigeon. So we'll drop weight on that left foot. We'll lift the right leg up. If you can, bend the right knee, take that right heel towards your left glute. Lengthen the arms. And then exhale, bring that right knee forward. Right by the hands. And that right foot goes past your left thigh. Lengthen left leg back. Lift that heart up. And if needed, put your hands on blocks. It helps support you, stretch out that psoas and strengthen the core. Now this could be it for some of us, just staying tall like this. For some others, you may be able to bring the hands on the ground or on a block in front of you. Maybe you can release a little bit lower Make an adjustment with the block if needed. Forearms in the block, stay here. Maybe you can go even lower by bringing hands down and forehead dropping towards the earth. You're even in between the block and forehead on the earth. You can make fists, stack fists on each other. Let the forehead rest on the fists. Really get those shoulders to relax. If you need to open the elbows wider, do that. Let the neck relax. This way you're getting rid of all the tension in the whole body, and you're allowing for that right hip flexor to really release. Super important. That the rest of the body relaxes. So the piriformis muscle, the lower back, and hip flexor on that right side can just melt away. Last breath here. You'll bring those hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift on up. Again, if you need the blocks, support yourself. Stay here, or to get into a nice quadricep stretch. On that left side, drop weight on that right hand. You'll bend that left knee, and you'll reach around with that left hand, taking a hold of the foot. Lift your heart up, and you can bring that left heel right in towards the sits bones there, or glutes on the left side. If you want to try and stretch out that left shoulder and pec more, press the left foot back, but keep your core lifting. Now be careful, this is a really deep stretch, so if it's really tight, I'd say avoid this altogether. Gently release. Let's go ahead and tuck under left toes, hands come onto the earth, and let's go back to down dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet a little bit more. We're going to change sides. So inhale, we'll step forward with that left foot. Again, if needed, put your hands on blocks. We'll do our pulses on this side. Inhale, we'll bend, right knee. Then exhale, press through that right heel. Inhale, bend right knee. Exhale, press through the heel. Inhale, bend right knee. Press through the heel, 2 more times. Keep your core zipping up here. Last one. Press through that heel. Awesome. Come on down onto the right knee. Flatten toes. Lift that torso up. Roll shoulder blades down. Hands come onto that left thigh. Stay tall. Again, assess here. How does it feel in that left hamstring? How does it feel in the right inner groin outside of that right hip flexor? All toes on that right foot touching the ground. If you cramp up in that right calf or in those toes, tuck under the right toes, give yourself a little break there to help stretch out in that calf, Achilles, and help out with the tibialis there in front of the shin and the toes. Preparing to go into our half pigeon on this side. So if you need to, place a block on the inside of that left leg. Left arm on the inside of the left leg. Lift your heart up. As we exhale, roll to the pinky side or outside of the left foot. Keep your heart lifted. And this half pigeon is wonderful because it helps out that piriformis muscle. Helps out the IT band, the sciatic nerve, which can really hamper your running because if it becomes inflamed, then it's just difficult to work through. Makes running not fun. Everybody loves running, right? Heart's lifted. Last breath here. We're going to roll back onto the sole of that left foot. Left arm on the outside of our left leg. We can move our block again. Tuck under, right toes, up to runner stretch, step back to down dog. Pedal through here just for a sec. And we're going to pigeon on this side. So we'll drop weight on that right foot, left leg lifts, bend left knee if possible, left heel towards right glute, and let's bring left knee forward. Left foot past right thigh, lengthen that right leg back, lift the heart up. Good. And when you're ready, you're going to release here. Again, you could be tall, a little bit lower, use blocks or come all the way down. Completely melt here. So important that you let all of the muscles go, not just in that hip, but in the right leg, in the shoulders, in the arms, the fingers, those upper traps. The more you let go, the more that left hip will let go. Last breath here. Slide those hands under the shoulders. Engage your core. Slowly come all the way up. Stay here. Or again, for that extra quadricep stretch there on the right side. You put that left hand on the block. Keep it on the earth. Lengthen up. Bend right knee. Reach around with that right hand. Take hold of the right foot. Either bring the heel in towards that right glute or press the right foot back, keeping your heart lifted. Core is active and strong. You're breathing. This stretch is great, not just for the quadricep, but when you press that right foot away, you're really able to open up that right pectoral muscle, which helps out the lungs, giving you more room in those lungs to work, which is important while you're running. Awesome. Let's release. Hands come down on the earth, tuck under, right toes, press back to down dog, and slowly pedal the feet. And then you'll release, maybe down to a child's pose if it feels good. Maybe you'll sit here in a hero's pose, or cross-legged on the sits bones. Just take a couple moments and take in the yoga warm down. See how it affected you. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Include this in your warm down from those runs so you can help recover. That way, you can go farther. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.